Rochelle here with Amethyst Ascension. If you are new here, welcome. And if you are returning, thank you so much for joining me again. So today I'm going to be doing the final spread in my Balancing the Chakra series, which is the Crown Energy or Crown Chakra spread. This time I decided to show you how I create my page. So I might have to fast forward through some of this and take out little bits and pieces because I like to just play around with stuff. But I do like the new, one of the new kits that I just got. And so I wanted to try it out. So I was thinking like if there's like a map or something like that. If not, I do have other maps. Okay, let's go back and find some maps. Oh, you know what? I do like this paper too, though. I really do like that paper. Okay, maybe this one. So this is my process. I can widen this just slightly. There we go. Oh. All right, that looks good. So now I'm going to go back to, put it back in link mode. Come on. And you know what? Oops. I think I'm going to do actually this, because the deck that I want to use is the Witch Sister Tarot. I had my son grab it for me for the Crown Chakra. So let's see what kind of other stuff came in here. Gosh, maybe I should have used this. Yeah. You know what? Let's do this. I'm going to open it in a new window. Come on. Okay. We'll just copy, because for whatever reason I can't grip it properly. Let's see which one looks better. Ooh. Yeah. We're going to go with this one. And then I just widen it. Looks good to me. Okay. So now, oh gosh, look at those two. Oh, look at that one. Okay, I changed my mind again. We're going to go with this one. Okay, good enough. All right, now, let's go into my first one, my first sticker book. And we'll go to these. And let me look here again. Yeah, maybe this this green. Gotta make sure you're in edit mode. I'll paste it. I just copied and pasted it. All I'm doing is giving myself a backdrop for when I do my writing. That looks great. And then, oh, I like this too. I think I'm going to use this for writing. All my questions on. That looks pretty cool. So I'll just do the writing. Okay, hopefully they're done. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to crop that out as much as I can. Yeah, that looks better. I wonder if I have any that are, you know what, I think, cut. I think this one might be a little bit better. Yeah, I like that. That's really cool. All right, so I'm going to put it on text. And I'm going to change my text to white, or like a light green, but probably white. And I'm actually going to put you, okay, let's see if I can aim it just a little bit. Just so you can see a little bit. Because I want to, it's easier for me to type than go like this. So the first one, the first question is, how balanced is my crown chakra? The second question is, connection level of connection level to my body. Or I'm just going to put connection to my body. Pretty much just means how connected are you to? Connection level to spirit / source. The fourth one is connection level to earthly matters. And the fifth one, how can you bring more balance here? Okay, so let me bring this back down for you. Okay, so I don't like how little that is, so I'm going to hit on the text again, and I'm going to go up here and probably make it 40. And you know what? Oops. I'm going to change the font to Aubrey, I think. And I'm going to make it a 44. Now I'm going to, I think, make that thinner. Maybe a little bit wider. And maybe I should turn this around and put the thing over on this side. This is what goes into me creating a page. And although I do like that, I think I like maybe something like this better. No, that's too bright. Oh, I do. I like that too. That's cool. But no. Maybe she's pretty cool. But no. Decisions. I like, I wonder what this would look like. No. This is what I'll put up here. Or like a label. Yeah, maybe over here. And then do some more text on it. It says, Crown Chakra Spread. Okay. As usual, that's way too small. That's way too big. Let's do maybe like 66. Ay, caramba. I'm going to put it on middle. So it lines it up in the middle. There we go. That looks good. Actually maybe this in the corner. That's so pretty. Actually, I think I'm going to do like a, let me see if I have any witch stuff over here. Oh, I've got these. No. Ugh. I think it's this one I want to use. So I'm going to put this in the new window. And I'm going to go back to which one do you guys like? Kind of like this one. But I also like that. But I'm going to be doing like a witch sister. So what I'm going to do is crop her. I'm going to get her whole face in there, but yeah, that's kind of neat. Sorry. Just moving my tray table around, guys. Let's move it over here a little bit. Let's bring it up. You know what? I think I'm going to even crop her more and take some of her face. I'm going to crop it actually on the bottom too. And I think I'll take some of that. Okay, I don't like that. So I'm just going to undo it. Yeah. I think I had another page of witchy stuff that I liked too, like these ones. And these go a little bit better with the Witchy Sister, but this definitely goes with the theme. Anyways, that's essentially how I set it up. No, I don't like that. It's not the right color. That is really cool. I think I'm going to do that for this. Yes, that's cool. I'm going to crop it because I can only take up so much room because of my write-up. There we go. I like that. All right, so we'll just leave it at that, and I will do the spread. Okay? All right, so let's shuffle this up. As I said, I am using the Witch Sisters Tarot by Julia Jeffrey. I will be putting a link down below where you can purchase my Love of SpreadsOracle if you would like, as well as a link to my digital journals are all down there. I am using one of my digital journals, the Tarot Digital Journal, as well as I will leave a link to where you can get this deck. I do love Llewellyn cardstock. All right. How balanced is my crown chakra? How balanced is my crown chakra? How balanced is my... 5 of trees, so 5 of swords. So I'm guessing that that's not very balanced. All right, 2. Connection to my body. The connection level to my body. Connection level to my body. Connection level to my body, please. 8 of trees, so 8 of swords. Okay, that's really not good. So I'm thinking maybe this is the first one I gotta work on. It's like between the... I'm like better in the middle ones and not so good on the end ones, it seems. 3, connection level to spirit and or source. My connection level to spirit and or source. My connection level to... I think the trees. I could be wrong, but I think... Hang on. Which one is the trees? Are the trees the wands or are the trees the oh, they're the wands. Okay, I don't know why I was thinking they were the swords in this. But still, okay. Connection level to spirit and or source. Connection level to a spirit and or source. One card, please. Connection level to spirit and or source. I'm taking the top one. Okay. So that is initiation. So that is the, like, Hanged Man. But I'd be curious to see what it says in the book. 4, connection level to earthly matters. My connection level to earthly matters. My connection level to earthly matters. Okay, top 1. The Empress. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. And how can I bring more balance here? How can I bring more balance to my crown chakra? How can I bring more balance to my crown chakra? How can I bring more... Ooh. Wow. Death card. Journey of transformation. But I think that that means more ancestor work too, if I'm being honest with you. I think that means... Anyways, let me get these into the planner and then we'll discuss it, okay? Okay, so the next thing I want to do is put my numbers down. So let me grab... And what... I think dark green. Probably those, but I'm going to see what else I got. I wonder about the light green. I wonder. Oh, I like those. Yeah. So, we'll see what it looks like. Whoops. Yeah, I think those are going to look good. Very subtle. Yeah. That looks good. No, I like it there. Okay. So, the 5 of Trees. I know that this is a little bit different. Most generally, I would say, how balanced is my crown chakra? Maybe the 5's indicating middle path. But 5, let's see what it says for 5 of Trees. We met with the witch hare in the Ace, and now we find ourselves crouched at the thistle-choked borderland between field and moor with Isabel Gowdy, Scotland's most famous historical witch and the original inspiration for the Witch Sister Tarot. In Isabel's dramatic and poetic testimony given at Aldern in the Scottish Highlands in 1662, she speaks the words of her hair transformation spell. Hare, hare, God send thee care. I will go into a hare with sorrow and sighs and meekle care. She also tells a heart-stopping tale of how she narrowly escaped being torn limb from limb by a neighboring farmer's dog when on the run, with other members of her coven, all in the form of hares. So the divinatory meaning of this, the 5 of Trees, brings us to a time of testing. We might be challenged to the limit of our endurance. It may speak of the dynamics and difficulties we can all face within groups, be it at work, among the family, or in social groups. Whatever the situation, the potential for tension and conflict is always real. There are times when it's all too easy to imagine that we can hear the hounds baying for our blood and feel their hot breath and slaying jaws snapping for our neck. Often the key in these situations is communication and understanding, but that can be easier said than done. The sun's fire is pale in the sky, but still the light is breaking through. Hope is not lost. We must be honest about our own part in the situation. If we can do this and keep an open heart, we will find a way through unscathed. Okay, so I'm thinking that it is saying, which, by the way, I did do a little bit of alteration, moving this over a little bit, making her more prominent. But there you go. I think what this is saying is that my crown chakra needs a lot of work. My connection is, sometimes, you know, that old adage that we can be our own worst enemy. I think that's what it's saying here, is that I can find like the negative situations and things, or look negatively on like a communication, because the crown chakra is all about your connection with like the divine, right? Or your higher self. So I would say that I am combative with what I know to be right, or what I'm supposed to be doing, and I still don't do it, kind of thing. Maybe I believe that's what my crown chakra is saying. So 2, the connection level to my body, 8 of trees. So this one is, you know, usually momentum and stuff like that, but let's see what it says in this book. Thistle and bluebell, heather, gorse, and nettle, yarrow, nightshade, and bog myrtle. 8 of the wild plants central to Scotland's rich history of herb lore and folk healing. By the way, I do have quite a bit of Scottish descent, according to my ancestry. So that's kind of cool. The thistle runs riot through the Witch Sister Tarot as it does over the land. The emblem of the nation, tough and resilient, the bluebell of Scotland, elsewhere called the harebell, has a wealth of magical associations to the fairies and to the dead. The heather that turns the hills purple in summer has many practical uses, as well as medicinal ones. Gorse, sacred flower of the Kaliak, gives fuel and dye. Nettles are used to treat arthritis, and yarrow helps heal wounds. Woody nightshade, strongly linked to witches, was used in charms and many folk remedies, and bog myrtle repels insects and treats skin problems. The land is a pharmacopoeia for those with the wit to gather up its gifts. So the divinatory meaning for this one is, she tramps the hills and moors in all weathers, at all hours, always treading with care, sharp-eyed and intensely focused. Her knowledge and craft have been honed over most of her life. The sharp and sweet scents of the plants and the feel of stalk and root speak to her more clearly than human tongues. Now, the 8 of trees speaks of dedication, of working steadily and with purpose over time. It also means abundance and a strong connection to nature. This may indicate a healer's path, or that much needed healing is coming to us. Well, I think that this is speaking of both my ability to heal, because I am a Reiki healer, a master healer. However, I am also on a healing path right now in my body, and this is all about the body. So, but I will say that I do pay attention strongly to the things that are happening in my body, such as my tendency to get gout. That's why my diet is really so limited to a lot of things that I can't eat, because I know if I do, I'm going to pay for it. So I restrict myself from certain things that I really want to eat or drink, you know, like beef and pork, and I would really love a glass of wine. Really a good glass of wine. But I don't dare, because I have this tendency. And I can feel it coming on. I mean, usually a day before it comes on, I can feel it. I can feel it in my blood, because it feels like I heat up more. So I do think I have a very strong connection. I think that's what that's indicating with my body. Number 3, connection level to spirit and or source. And I got the initiation, which is traditionally the Hanged Man. But let's see what it says in here. And I just love how this looks. It's so beautiful. So here we find ourselves in the heart of the forest. All is still and dark. Then a glimmering of moonlight touches the prongs of antlers, and slowly a white stag is revealed among the tangled branches. In card number 1, the magician, we first met the stag and learned of his deep symbolic meaning for the Scottish witches of old. Here he is transformed into the white stag, a creature of the other world, a herald of deep change should we choose to follow his path. Traditionally, this card is titled the Hanged Man. The divinatory meaning. The wild-haired young woman has come alone in darkness to this place, seeking an encounter. Seeking an encounter with something that she cannot yet comprehend that will change her forever. She has prepared herself as best she can, painting the stag's marks on her face to honor the spirit that she hopes to encounter. All initiations involve an element of ordeal. She has faced the terrors of the dark forest, but this is just the beginning. If we truly want to change at a deep level, there must be a time that feels like dying before the new life begins. Oh, maybe that is also tying us in here. Let's finish seeing what it says. Perhaps we must dance till we fear our heart will burst, that our body will fly into 1,000 pieces, and who will we be then? In Western society today, we have largely lost our rites of passage. There are practical and legal milestones, but the ceremonies and rituals of coming of age are, for the most part, superficial. Initiation, however, is possible at any age, but we must be prepared to make sacrifices to let go of control. Yeah, I do need to let go of more control. I do got an issue there. So connection level to spirit and source. I think that's saying that I'm like, I'm working on it. That this reading or my higher self knows that I'm working on it. I'm not where I should be, but I am working on it. I am initiated, you know, and there's a process to that. So that's what I think that means. 4, connection level to earthly matters. And I got the Empress, which honestly, that does not surprise me, because I'm pretty good and practical and creative and abundant and yeah, all those things. I might as well just read them all because I love the write-ups of this book anyway. So much of Scottish witch lore goes hand in hand with talk of the fairies. And card number 3 is the major arcana, traditionally titled the Empress, brings us their queen. Fairy encounters are a recurring theme in witch trial testimonies. One of the most outstanding examples is the testimony of Bessie Dunlap of Ayrshire, who was visited by the Queen of Elfame herself, disguised as an old beggar woman. Bessie was granted a familiar spirit who assisted her for years in remarkable acts of healing magic. Isabel Gowdy also speaks of her coven visiting the Queen and King of Fairy, where they feasted within a hollow hill. Gowdy describes the Queen as dressed all in white in the most exquisite courtly fashion of the day. 17th century. This fairy, I'm sorry, let me make that bigger too for you. I hope you can see that. Yeah. Where was I? This fairy queen's complex and challenging charms are also celebrated in the well-loved Scottish ballads of Tamlin and Thomas the Rhymer. The divinatory meaning. The shape-shifting Queen of Elfheim enjoys her vast magical powers to the full. She can appear as young or old, female or male, dazzling or humble. Her appetite to explore, experiment, and let's face it, meddle knows no bounds. She can be full of compassion, such as when she helps poor Bessie Dunlap, sick with worry for her ailing baby. But this rose certainly has thorns, as shown in her tyrannical treatment of Tamlin. In a reading, she may represent a person in our life, an extremely powerful and charismatic character who may give us vital help, but is also deeply unpredictable. Or she may be an aspect of us indicating the stirrings of new strength, talent, or the desire for change. Beautiful things can come from this energy, but be aware of its unstable nature. Oh, what was that one again? Connection, okay, right, to earthly matters. And then the last one we've got, how can you bring more balance here? And I got the death card, but look at that. Wowza. So I want to read that one too. That's beautiful. Here we see the Celtic mother goddess, the Cailleach, revealed in both her summer and winter forms. For the 13th card in the Major Arcana speaks of life, as well as death, and of the constantly repeating cycles of decay and renewal that we see in all nature. In her youth, a wife of the sun god Lugh, she was called Bui, or Boy, which is Gaelic for yellow, fitting for her golden days of beauty and power, as well as being the color of gorse, her sacred flower that lights up the Highland hills in summer. But the wheel of the seasons is always turning. The bright blossoms wither, and the heights are blackened with snow. Then she is the Cailleach Buir, the blue-skinned and ancient queen of winter, telling tales of bygone days of glory and caring for the herds through the harsh, dark days when life is pared to the bone. Divinatory meaning. This card may well address our fears and feelings about mortality, possibly our own, or perhaps to do with a particular loved one. Oh my gosh. Yes. That does not mean it is a portent of doom. Death is a constant part of life, and it's not unusual for it to be on our minds in one form or another. Equally, the cycle of life and death spoken of may be a smaller one. A relationship, a job, a project, or a role may be coming to an end. Most endings have their share of pain and mourning, but they are also essential to make way for the new. There is release here. We may be set free from a situation that has been intolerable, or simply one whose season has come to an end. We may need to take action to help bring about renewal, just as the Cailleach drinks from the well of youth at winter's end to transform herself into the summer maiden. Wow. So I do think, how can you bring more balance? Yeah, I mean, I will say, and this is no secret, I've talked about it before, and maybe this is what holds me back, or what will help me bring more balance, is that I don't fear my own death, but I do fear the death of family members, close family members, like my hubby and my children, my mom, yada, yada, yada. So there's a part of me that knows. I mean, I have deep faith that it's not the end. It's just another part of it. But the thought of being here without them is just intolerable. So I could see that that does get in the way. I mean, a lot of the crazy dreams I've been having is about also protecting one of my children. It's just weird. I don't understand the dreams I've been having. But with these solar flares and everything, it's definitely affected like my dream state. I just dream like crazy, but it's crazy. They're crazy off the wall dreams, you know? And I think a lot of them are kind of fear-based right now, which I don't get. So definitely shadow work is what I need to be doing right now. So this was a really good spread. Gosh, I love this deck so much. I love the new artwork that I just bought. I wanted to show you, and I think the video will come out before this, showing you how to get your stickers that you purchase off of like Etsy or wherever, and get them into your iPad, well, on your into your GoodNotes or sticker books. So I can only show you from my own experience. If you have a different system, I can't show you that. But I will say, if you have a different system and you know how to do that, doing videos like that is very helpful for other people that are starting to really love the digital journaling as well. So anyways, I hope you have enjoyed this series of balancing the chakras. And I do think that every month I am going to start doing the energy reading, just checking into where I am. And with today being May 1st, and I got to hurry up and get going because I've got my doctor's appointment. But I do think that I'm going to do that at the beginning of every month. And I do have to put my cards in here that I got for the month. So thank you so much for spending this time with me. And I am sending you love always. Oh, blessed Beltane, everyone.